All right. Look at that one. Does it probably tell about you? It seems like something I would absolutely face. Yes. But hey everyone, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream and I hope that it is everywhere now. Ooh, what? Let's see. How's everyone doing? Hello, hello. Let's see also if I can bring it the restream chat. Restream chat. Was it chat? Something something. Docs. Stream chat. There we go. Now I should be able to see all the messages. Awesome. Let's see. Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. And we're going to start just now. First of all, really happy that we got almost to 150 people, but I'm also going to switch the internet. It seems like mine feels a bit weird. Let's see. Sheikh Mohammed Shabazz says, enjoy the weekend. Yes, absolutely. Let's see how much internet do I have left in my device though. I have enough. Let's do hotspot sharing. All right, I'm gonna switch the internet and let's see where this goes from there. So other networks, and we go in. Gonna be right back. All right, everyone. So first of all, thank you for joining the course. I hope everyone is enjoying this. And let me also bring up the OBS chat as well. Let's move it like this a bit. Also, we're gonna move it right here as well. And we can get rid of the warp so we can have the chat always here. Sheikh Mohammed, somebody react tutorial कब stage है? Hopefully when we are done with the web development basics course, so not before that. Appearance, let's have a look. Show viewer count, blah blah blah. Scale 150. Let's maybe decrease to this. And also Arbab Mimin, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you doing, Arbab? Reply commands, analytic, Discord filtering. I think this should be good. हमारे पास कोई ऐसा way नहीं है that we if I switch then it goes away. I am not really sure why. Can I say that it can lock the docs? Let's see. Nope, it goes away. How about we open a window? Let's see. Restream.io chat. Restream chat. I'm pretty sure I installed the app, but let's see. All right, let's put this guy right there. And let's see. Make it like this. And I will move something else around. Try sending a message. Try sending me a message so I can also see in the other tab. Bro, I have my first technical interview for full stack role next week in the UK. Any tips, please? Mohammed Qasim Javed. Mohammed Qasim, I would say there are a couple of things. First of all, do some research on the company itself, on what kind of projects they're working on, or what do they build. Just know a bit about the company itself, and then also if you can find out some person who works in the company, you can probably ask them like what if they can help you prepare for the interviews. But finally, just study and prepare, and yes, try to be honest when you're working there. So yes. Fiza Sikandar, applying for SALT program this month. Any tips for that? How to stand out? I think the whole idea of SALT is that you have to reflect that you're being yourself majorly. But then also, I'm going to go to the other chat so I don't lose this. Let's try to get rid of this. Give me 1 second. I'm going to reply now. Okay. So, how do you stand out? You're going to make sure that you try your best to, first of all, there's a coding test. So, you need to be able to work with the coding test. So, practice a bit. Try going with the basics, like what are the variables, loops, functions in whatever programming language you're comfortable with. Try to study it a bit, and then also try to do some programs, like create a lot of functions, adding a few numbers, multiplication, finding the maximum number, I don't know, do things like that. So you practice a bit, then you can get into the tests, or you can prepare well for this. And then I think apart from that is just being honest. So if you behave differently than what you are, the team who basically evaluates everyone, they're smart enough to find it out. So yeah, lying won't work. So just be honest, be humble. Everyone who gets in usually is someone who's smart enough, is someone who is humble, someone who has this sort of trait that is a consultant trait. So the idea of getting into Salt is Salt wants to hire people which they can hire after the boot camp as consultants, for example, and then also they are sent out to different assignments. But if you are not a person suitable for sending on to assignments, or being a professional, then you're not going to stand out in this case. So I hope, Fiza, that helps out. If you have further questions, just expand on your questions and I can give you the answers. Shubh Rahman, sir, React या Node.js पे tutorial कब आएंगे? I think I mentioned about this, that uh, we will have further tutorials hopefully after the course is ended. So right now I still have a bunch more lectures to add. For example, right now I'm working on the regex one. So we do have the do while, the for in loop. We have a bunch of more loops, but then also I have regex. I have a couple of other things that I want to cover. Once we are done with that, then I'm going to move to React in this case. Tailwind पे कोई tutorial बना दें. I already have a tutorial on Tailwind and React. You probably don't know about that. Let's see if I can find it for you. Let's see if I can find the tutorial. Tailwind. 5 things you must know. I think this is the one probably. So this one, you can see this. And you can go with the meme generator application because I use Tailwind in this one. I think the React signals video, I also build that with Tailwind. Basically whatever I build these days, it's usually built with Tailwind. The course on Solid.js is also built with Tailwind, so I'm going to share that as well. Good. I'm going to go question by question and then we'll take it from there. So the question that is being asked is, how can I maintain consistency? The one of the easier way to do it would be to have a Google Calendar that you can have, and that actually sort of has, for example, let me, no, not that one. Let me show you the calendar that I have. Let's see if it can find a week. For example, here, if you, I'm not sure if you can see this. Let's try to make it so it's visible. But here you're going to see a lot of events going on. So I have a whole calendar filled up with different things. But ideally, you can see whole of my calendar is filled, and it's not just work. It's when I need to live stream. It's when also I need to work on my book. So one way of being consistent would be to have these to use Google Calendar, create a lot of events into it, and then just making sure that you follow those. So you get notifications like 30 minutes before the event. So creating that calendar invite for yourself and then following it is the first step that you can go with. So I hope that helps in this case. Arayan Maiman is asking, what is a SALT program? SALT is a school, essentially, which or a boot camp. Let me show you what that is. So SALT is essentially a boot camp or a bunch of boot camps which have training programs for developers. And what usually happens is that you get into the program, you learn and study for 3 months, and then you are hired. And in this case, you are then afterwards, the company tries to place you as well on assignments. So it's a free boot camp, but not everyone can get in, and it's mostly for people who live in Sweden. So so in this particular case, it is a boot camp which is in Sweden, in Stockholm. It also is in Amsterdam and in Oslo. So three different locations. You cannot do it online at all. You have to be in the country and in the city specifically, because the assignments are usually around the city or multiple cities, but at least you should be in the country. So this is what a SALT program is, Arayan. I hope that answers the question. And I'm one of the head instructors in this program. Am I really shown in the team at all? I'm not really sure. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Is this up to date? No, maybe not. I see Omid. I think it's about time. Maybe we should update the team. Yeah, we should probably update the team in this case. Da-da-da. All right. और टेलर पे ट्यूटोरियल्स बनाए, आई ऑलरेडी शेयर दैट. जावास्क्रिप्ट में मास्टर्स कैसे बनूं, नवीद वसीम, बाय प्रैक्टिसिंग. यू नीड टू प्रैक्टिस अ लॉट. द मोर यू प्रैक्टिस, द बेटर you get. You create a lot of projects, you improve with that. There's no shortcut. So yeah, I can't tell you anything apart from just creating a lot of projects. So work on a lot of things, work on a lot of projects as much as you can. How to improve English, please guide. Ariba, start talking about start talking in English, even if you fail to do so, and just talk to people, different people. If you can't, try to find, I don't know, I think there should be many applications where you can connect to a stranger and then can talk to. So most of the applications are super weird in this case, but I would still say you can probably find, so there are a lot of communities as well which allow you to be connected, and then also you can practice with them in this case, and they're free communities. So you can start talking to them and then conversing with them, and then yeah, gradually, the more you talk, the more you practice, the better you get. So I would say try finding those communities, especially on Facebook. I think you should be able to find them, or just Google them, and then I think you should be able to find international communities which help each other by just speaking in this case. I got to know one of the communities in which they were like, I will teach you English and then you can teach me Urdu, and that also works in a lot of cases. Ariba says, Salam sir, kaise hain aap? Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. How to improve English? I answered that. Is this program including DevOps course also, Sayyida Sadat Rohi? No, it does not. Sayyida, are you in Stockholm or Sweden? Because this is for either Amsterdam, Stockholm, or Oslo in this case. CodewithAhsan, how can I join the course? It's very easy to join the course. You go to codewithahsan.dev, and then you go to courses, and then you join it here, and you can click the enroll button. You will see this enroll button right here. So you click the enroll button and then you join the course just like that. So I can also share the link with you. You can directly go to this page, and then at the bottom you should be able to see the enroll link, and then you'll join the course. If you're talking about this course, which is in Urdu, and it's a complete course from start to end in this case. The SALT bootcamp, you have to live in Sweden, or you have to be in Sweden already in order to join the bootcamp. This bootcamp is not online. So if you are in Sweden, or if you already are in Amsterdam, in Netherlands, or if you are in Oslo, then you can apply for Salt Bootcamp. I live in Sweden, so that's why I'm a head instructor here. But this course is a different one. This is in Urdu and this is free for everybody to join. There are a lot of lectures that you can learn on your pace. If you want to watch one lecture at a time, two, three, it's up to you. And then you can also take out assignments from this. So we have a lot of activities, a lot of assignments in this. So even this course is really good if you want to study in Urdu and you're not in Sweden, for example. Sayeda says, I'm in India. So this course, the web dev basics, does not include DevOps. DevOps is a completely different thing. So this is just web development basics. And even in Salt, we don't have a DevOps course. So since you're in India, you can't join it because you're not in Sweden. So this course certification is available or not? Ariba, the certifications do not really matter. They're useless, more or less. What really matters is your skill set. So if you can practice and you can build a lot of projects that you can show, then it's really good. Certifications don't have any value whatsoever, unfortunately, unless you are doing an international certification, which is super hard and you have to pay a lot of money to do the certification. The usual certifications are just useless in this case. So yeah, I would say not to focus on certifications but rather getting the skills. I don't have any certifications throughout my career, so yeah, you can still see I work. Can you suggest some projects in JavaScript? You can Google JavaScript beginner projects and then you find it. I would probably do exactly the same thing. So try to do GitHub and then you can find 100 projects for beginners by jsbeginners.com, JavaScript beginners, GitHub topics, blah, blah, blah. So these are 100 different JavaScript project ideas that you can work with. And all of them have all the course here, not course, but the code here as well. BMI calculator, analog clock, background color switcher, blah, blah, blah. You can actually do the same thing here. Any React project on GitHub? Do you mean have I built any React project on GitHub or what? Sheikh Mohammed Shahbaz. What is the question? Can you please repeat that? Ariba says, okay, Jazakallah, sir, Barakallah. Ariba, do one thing when you enroll into the course, please share this with others because the more people join, the better it is, the more people can learn from it. And then also, I feel happy that, okay, a lot of people are enjoying the free course, if that makes sense. How much Googling is okay? I sometimes use a lot of Google while making projects. There's no maximum limit of how much you can Google. Do as much as you want. It's fine. So no amount of Googling is more than what you require. It's fine. You can Google as much as you want. There's no upper limit to it. I Google all the time. And one of the reasons of Googling stuff is because you don't have to remember everything. You can always go back to the documentation or search for different things and then get to the point rather than memorizing all of the things yourself. So I hope that makes sense. Did I share the link in the chat? Yes, I did. For the beginner tutorial. Cool, awesome. One of the things that I also wanted to do in this stream is to review your projects. Do you have any GitHub projects that you want me to review? Your built React projects. I mean, there are a lot of things. For example, the CodewithAhsan site, this is built with React. It's Next.js. So on the front end, it's React all over. So you can look into this one. But what is your intention of looking at the React projects that I've built? Do you want to look at the code? Do you want to learn from the code, or what is your intention actually? I can also see what projects do I have which are built with React in this case. Let's actually search React. I think there's React versioning app. We also had, I think there's should be in the CodewithAhsan organization. Let's see. That's not the one. CodewithAhsan repositories, React list rendering, Cypress Cucumber. I think we made a Solidity app as well. Nodes front end. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, that's not bad. Wave at me. Did we end up deploying this? Hi, Amazon. Connect wallet. Get MetaMask. Hmm. So this is one of the apps that I built with React. Let's see if I can find one more. I think this is the one that I built with React and Cucumber. Sign in into your account. You could enter your email, for example, and then blah, blah, blah. Remember me, sign in, and then you can go ahead and see all the projects. Yes, I think I built this application to list down all my GitHub projects. So this is one of the applications that you could look into. No license, no license, blah, blah, blah. And I could log out from here. So it was like my GitHub projects or something. So this is what you could work with. And then also, I think I also had the tutorial for this one. Let's see if I can find it. React, Cucumber, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is the one in which we built the application from scratch. And we also wrote the end-to-end test for this one. So if you're interested in testing, especially end-to-end tests, then you can also follow this video. Building a React app with writing E2E tests and then also making QAs happy. Looking at more projects, how to get remote job easily, Ariba says. Ariba, there's no shortcut to it. For example, if you want to be hired as a software engineer, you need to show to the company that you're skilled, right? So there's no shortcut that I'm not skilled and I can get the job. But if that's not what you're asking, then you're asking, all right, how can I find the job not in a hard way? But then what is the hard way? That's a different question. But the path that I would basically take is I would create a lot of projects. I would personally put them on GitHub. I would make them all deployable. For example, I just showed you an example. This is an app that I built. It's deployed. Anytime I want to show this to a recruiter or a remote consultant or whoever is hiring, I can share this link with them and they can go and try it out. Similarly, this is an app that I built. I can go and say them, hey, please go put something in there and then just sign in, and then you should be able to see the results like this, right? So you create a lot of projects and then you start reaching out to different recruiters on LinkedIn. You can also try tools like indeed.com and other websites as well, and then upload your resume. Your resume should have these projects or the link to these projects, and that's pretty much it. You need to create a really good portfolio, put in your resume or in your CV what you really are or who you really are, what you are passionate about, and yeah, just about yourself and your projects. And if they like you, they're going to hire you. Simple. I actually started web dev because I wanted to create a tech rental website. Can you suggest something I should, and which framework should I use for a rental website, Angular on React? It's up to you. You can use a combination of Angular and Nest.js. So Angular and Nest, or you could go with Next.js and go with React in this case. It's up to you. How, if you want to really scale it a lot, then I would recommend going with Angular and Nest.js. So I would suggest that. Heather Iftikhar says views on black box. I don't know what black box is. Are you talking about the black box extension or something else? Heather, I have no clue what you're talking about. Ariba says, please, any website for resume, please suggest. Oh, that's a good question. Let me see if I can find one interesting app. If I can find it, that would be awesome. Give me 1 second. Last bootcamp, one of the developers who were trained under me, they actually built something really cool. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? JSFS, Stockholm, winter. And then I had a chat where I said, please share your projects with me. Uh, 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 uh. Give me 1 second and you can ask the questions in the meantime. Yeah, I think that's the one. Oh, yeah, there it is. So I wouldn't say if it's, no, development not found. That's sad. No. Damn. Okay. I have the link, but it doesn't work. So that's not fun at all. Why did you take it out? Let's see. Okay. So I have a link, but it does not work. Maybe they took out the development or now have removed the deployment. So this is the link that should have worked, but as you can see, it does not. And I can send a message to them that, hey, this is not working. Al, who was it? Luca, Negar, and also, hmm, and then also there was one more person in the mob, Alexander. The CV creator app seems to be down. All right, I'm gonna just share a message. It's all about sending a message. There we go. Ariba says, thank you so much. No problem. Use blackbox.io as an enabler by asking a question. Get started for free. How about we try? How about we try it and see how good of an app this can create? Sign up. I would have to sign up. No credit card required. What is the pricing? Good developer. $0.77 a week. Oh, per week. Okay. Code search, save important snippets, 200 languages, best in class accuracy, priority support, yearly plan. Start free trial. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So what? How is it different from GitHub Copilot? It seems almost the same to me. And I think ChatGPT also does probably the same. But maybe they have their AI is trained on the code itself and not the other things. But it seems interesting. And it says 0.77. Yeah, exactly. Per week seems not so much to be honest. But then yeah, it's like $3 per month. Sir, can you suggest any good library for charts in React.js? I think there's high charts or React charts. I remember it's React charts. Yeah, this one. For the libraries, what I usually do is I go and check how frequent or what was the last commit that they did, and then I go from there. For example, let's see if I can go to their GitHub. So from their GitHub, I will see, all right, how many stars they have. If they have a lot of stars, that means that they have a really good community. Then I would also look at into when was the last commit. So the last commit was on January 26th. Not too bad really. And then we have a lot of issues. So when were the issues created and how quickly are these being solved? So 3 weeks ago, undefined reading chart, blah blah blah, label for access. So there are a lot of things that you could do, but you could just try the library if it has a lot of stars, and then yeah, just go with it. So yeah, this is the same link that I just opened. So I would say look at this one and see if you can work with that. Which also reminds me of one thing to look into. Can you use refactor now version 2? Sheikh Muhammad Shehbaz. Refactor now. Learn refactoring. Refactor primitive obsession code smell, fix magic numbers in the code, parameterize duplicate method. So what is it really? Code smells, parameterize duplicate method. Okay, so we have 5% rise, which takes employee salary. Let me zoom in a bit. So, and then we have 5% raise and then 10% raise, in which we have a salary being passed, and we have two different situations where the factor is essentially different, but the rest of the things is exactly the same. So we call the 5% raise and 10% raise with employee salary, and it gives me a different thing. But okay, so it says parameterized duplicate method. Okay, so what is this an exercise or what is it? Elimination of code redundancy, blah blah blah, how to refactor, create a new method with the parameter percentage and salary. Uh-huh. And then do it. All the tests should be passing, no duplicate code. Calculating salary raise. If I click show answer, then I have it like this. Refactor now, solution explained in a video. Okay, interesting. Heather says, thank you for mentioning GitHub Copilot. I'm new to the industry. No problem. South Pasta created this. Yeah, I've seen some of his videos. Yes. Okay, interesting. So now this is the solution, or no? Yeah, calculate raise. Back to the problem. Show the answer. Generate answer AI. So AI is generating the answer. Okay, let's see. Hey Saad, how's it going? Mm-hmm. Return update salary. That makes sense. So let's see if I copy paste it here and then I submit the code. Good, good. Saad, is this an initiative of yourself or is it of the company? I think it's of the company that you're working in. Suit only, purpose, blah blah blah. That takes a good amount of time. Okay, you're working on it yourself. Cool. One of the things to look at would be to use, if you can use container queries. For example, these buttons at the bottom, you can see that they get a bit cluttered when it goes here, and now we have, yeah, and also having some sort of padding to or further padding to the bottom as well, so I can have them in a good area like this maybe. But yes, I think it looks nice. Created like a side project, but now moving to a complete startup thing. That sounds good. Does it take a lot of time to verify the changes, or should I what should I be expecting in this case? Give increment, blah blah blah. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Should I look at the console? Yeah, it's written with a 504. That's why. It request 504, XUS error, request response as 504, data says error, and error with your deployment. Okay. Are you using web containers or what are you using behind the scenes for this? Because this seems like the VS Code addition to it, or I'm not sure what is it called with the, I don't know, Monaco editor or maybe. So we have an editor that's going on here, but then I think this is probably a web container, just like StackBlitz uses perhaps. config transitional data prompt. Do, 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 do. Mm-mm-mm. Oh no, I was more. Oh, then I got it. Yeah, yeah. Vercel sometimes behaves weird. Ah, using code sandbox. Interesting. That's an interesting approach. I was thinking of adding something similar to Code with Essence side, but more or less for yeah, for just having an interactive playground for this. Do you have to pay to Code Sandbox for having this installation, or how does it work really? Timeout, blah blah blah. Yeah, absolutely. I can try it again. Let's see. And if I refresh, would it remove the answer that we? Okay, so it shows the default answer in that case. To calculate the raise amount, and I'm assuming you put this code right there, but we also have the ability to generate an AI code as well. But I have a question. If I'm generating the answer AI via AI, would it be a better experience to rather fill fill the code here? Because I think what I saw was that the code becomes here. Well, why not when I'm generating the code, it fills it here? Because even now I have to copy paste this, or maybe I'm not really sure. Because it seems like if I have to say please generate the code with AI, then I have no clue that I can copy paste this one. So if I'm just generating it, I would rather probably just have it fill here, and then I can send it. Should return updated salary with 5% raise for employee with score less than 5. Okay. Should return updated salary with 10% raise for employee with score 4. Uh-huh. Interesting. Cool. So now I can copy this. Let's also open the inspector. But it seems like a cool idea. Good work. Search should be present. I was run. Da, da, da. Okay. And I can now paste it here. See, yeah. And then I can submit the code. Yeah. So it should be faster than what was there. Parameterized duplicate method seems to be good. Good. And if I say watch, does it change it as well? I don't know. +2. This seems nice. Okay. And suit only. What does that do? Okay. Yeah, I'm good at breaking apps. Cannot define to another object. Uh-huh. Okay. Can I go and refresh this? That should be fine. Cool. I think one more thing that could be cool to save state somehow if I'm refreshing it. Yeah, don't. Yeah, that's fine. I'm good at breaking applications. More or less my applications mostly. So in this case, I can submit the code. AI verifies the changes, but I've not really changed anything, so this should come as the code values derived principal. Cool, that makes sense. So I'm assuming you have specific code errors for specific problems, which makes sense. If I say suit only, if I change it to 2, this breaks it. So I have the reproduction steps for you, at least. So all I have to do is to change the suit only and then add anything there. But what if I just add something without touching the suit only? So if I go as I say 2 or +2, it's fine. I can go back. If I go to suit only and say, I don't know, +2, now it failed. So you have the reproduction steps. Cool. That sounds really nice. Community answers and programming principles. Noise, send a message. It's all about sending a message. Cool, awesome. And replace error code. Yeah, no rush at all. Cool, awesome. This looks really good. This is it's a nice concept. You might also want to have some spaces here between the yeah, the number and the keyword. It looks really nice. Love it. Code smells. I'm gonna start looking into this as well, and I might learn a lot of things from this. Awesome, awesome. Cool. I don't know who was the one who recommended this. Sheikh Mohammed, Shabazz, maybe. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. So, if you have any projects that you would like to get reviewed or your LinkedIn, you can ask, and then I'll start looking into it. But I also want to do one thing. I'm not sure if someone was able to do it because they said they would do it, but maybe not yet. Or do I have a PR? No, I don't have a PR. So we could start looking into upgrading the feature, or sorry, the update to Angular 15 or Angular 16 rather. So we did update a bunch of configurations as far as I remember, and we also added let's see if I can find it. All right, let's see. So in the meantime, I'm going to start looking into the ngx device detector, and let's see if we can roll out a new release. Please transition your Angular workspace to NX. What do you think? Should we go with NX and migrate our project to NX? It could make things easier for us, but not really sure. Let's not do it today. We'll see. Let's just make sure that we have everything in place. So git pull. We're also gonna upgrade the project. So ng update. Tell us about how to format a commit message in a standard way. Sure, I will in just a bit. So let's migrate the whole app from 15 to 16. One of the best things that I want to do usually when updating Angular applications is just like this. So I know my project right now is on Angular version 15. And let's see if I can show that here. So we have 15.0.2. So let's go from 15 to 16. And we can go ahead and say, show me how to update. And then we'll get all the things that we really need to update. All right. So let's see, commentary, we don't use that. We don't use X factory as well. And we do have platform browser, make state key. We don't use those as well. Anti component is no longer available in reference to okay. I don't think we have any entry components. No, we don't have those. Okay, then I think the only thing that to do would be to run the update. Cool. Let's do it by one. So we are gonna first do the Angular CLI, then the Angular core, and then for something else. Unknown says, tell us about your format commitment. Yeah, I'm gonna show that in a bit. Sat says, thanks Ahsan for reviewing. We'll push the fix today. No problem. Thank you. That would be awesome. And I'll double check and look at it as well. Right. Let's bring some light. Migration failed. Incompatible fear dependencies found. Peer dependent. Which ones are we talking about? We are talking about the 15.0 next 0 would install 16.01. Package just preset Angular is in governor. It requires just to be would install to. I think that should. Yeah, I think the newer ones is what we really want to go with. So I'm gonna go with force, and in the meantime, I will go and fetch a glass of water. And in the meantime, we'll let this run the migration. So I'm gonna be right back. Be right back. There we go. Okay, all the ones are done. So who asked about the commit message? It was unknown 7. So this is what I would use to commit as the commit message. So I use a standard convention, or we call them conventional commits. So if you look at the git log, you're going to find those. So like, you define if it's a chore, if it's a build, if it's a fix, for example. So most of the times I think it would be, for example, this fix package JSON, and then you essentially have the title, and then you can optionally have some more details to it. For example, let's see if I can find um, something that has a more information to this. This is all depend about. For example, this one. So this one has like, this is the type, this is the scope, this is the title, and then you have one line gap, and then essentially you have the description of the commit. So that's how I usually do it. So I could go ahead and say, all right, git status, and I'm gonna go and create a branch first. So I'm gonna say git checkout b. Um, we could go with a feed, for example, migration to v16. Okay. And now what I can do is I can go ahead and say git status, and then I can say git add, git commit, and now I can define the scope and whatnot. So I could say, hey, this is essentially, you could say a feature, v16, and here you could say migration to v16 Angular CLI, because we are migrating right now Angular CLI. So updated migration, or updated Angular CLI, not updated, but migrated. And here we could say to v16, right? So this makes it just like this. And that's pretty much it. So I've committed that now. And now I can update the new one. So after Angular CLI, what I need to do is to work with Angular core. So if I run ng update again, I should be able to see, all right, which ones do I need to update? So I need to update Angular Universal in this case, because it seems like Angular CLI also updated Angular core. Yay! We did not need to do it separately. So we can go ahead and say, all right, please, can you update Angular Universal Express Engine? So I'm going to just copy this. And the fun part is that you would think that it's going to take a lot of time when there comes a new version of Angular, but it's not. It's not difficult. So we just run one migration, we run the second one, and that's pretty much it. Sometimes you would see that, all right, there would be conflicting dependencies, but essentially what you need to see is if you want the newer ones or the old ones, if you want to fix them manually, or if you're just fine with the changes that the terminal is recommending, and you go with force in this case. So in this case, we have updated this to from 15.0.0 to 16.0.1, which is good. And now all I need to do is just test this out. And if everything works, then we're going to create a new release. So let's do it. Git status. I'm going to also commit, git commit, and we can here say feed v16. And here I can say update Angular Universal. What was it? Express package? ng Universal Express Engine. So ng Universal Express Engine to v16. And yes, did I update everything? Now I did. Cool. Now that I have done this, I can check this out. So let's go, and if we look at the projects, we have two different things. We have the demo folder, and we also have the ngx-device-detector library here. So what I would do here is I do have the library that has everything in it, and I have the demo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the demo with the local library. So if I go to my main TS here, I can more or less look at, I think it's the app module. So in the app module, I do have the, let's see. This is an interesting one. We should probably update this. So what does this say? This has been deprecated. With server transition. the use app id use wait use app id instead to set the application id. Okay, so in that case we should be then providing the app id in this case, so let's update that as well. So in this case we should have a providers and we should be saying provide app id, and then here we do have the server app as the app id, or in quotations for example, and oh, it should be use value and common module. So I'm going to remove this with server transition, and I think we should be good. So I can remove the browser module in this case. What do we have apart from this? I do need to update the code because I would rather start using the service in the form that I would really want to use it, but we will see. We will see. So we have the app here in which we are importing the device detector, and then we have a bunch of magic that we are doing here, which is it's fine. And then we have the apply device, blah blah blah. It's fine. So I think the only place where we use the ngx device detector in the demo app should be this file. So let's see, if I say projects demo, then let's see. So we have it here. We have it here in the test. That's fine. We have it here. That's fine. And then we have it in the server. Okay. So let's try with the browser one now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rather use the, I'm not sure if we are using the aliases right now. So projects, tsconfig. Where do we have the tsconfig? Here we have it. Do we have alias? Yeah, we do have the ngx device detector in this case, which points to the dist, and it gets it from there. Okay, sounds good. So I'm gonna go and say npm run build. We don't have a build. Ng build ngx device detector. Let's see if I can build it. Cool, we got it. So now what I could do is I could go into the projects demo, and actually I can run ng serve demo. Should be able to do this. Yay. And now I can go to my code and let's see if this works. There we go. Okay, so in this case, one of the things that is good is I can see the newer version 16.0.1, really good. And then everything seems to be working. So let's say you can see the user agent here, Mac, Chrome, blah, blah, blah. Let's say get random user agent switcher. Interesting. That's an interesting one. Automatically change the user agent after a specified period of time to a random selected one, thus hiding your real user agent. Ooh, fancy. Can I do it? Different devices in I would like to see how this works. Add extension. And I could go and say, where's my, oh, there you are. So here I could say web, and then I could say, hey, I'm gonna simulate Safari. No, a mobile phone is Safari. No, let's say Edge and not Chrome. And then I could say, cool. So now the active user agent is Intel Mac OS and Safari Edge in this case, which seems to be okay. So now here it should be a different one. So it's right now it's like Mozilla blah 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 and Chrome. If I refresh now, oh, it doesn't change it though. Interesting. It does it just give me, oh, here you can see it. Chrome. Interesting. Enable on this domain. And then if I go ahead and say, hey, get the one with Opera, then I can also see it here. Interesting. Cool. And I can also simulate the mobile one. So it's now mobile Safari. So if I enable it, you can really see that we have a mobile being shown here. And if I disable it, it shows me the actual device one. Nice. It's a really good one for testing a lot of things. I would probably recommend this to everyone. And then here I could change it. So reset device information. If I disable it, let's say I disable it, and then I can say, hey, apply test user, and then I can also check it. Okay, cool. So the extension is the library is working fine. So we know that. That's good. And we can also double check the app or the demo app itself to be working with the latest version. So if I go up here, I should be able to see 16.0.1 here. Super, super cool. And then I can also see the app here as well. Nice. We don't really have a lot of things here, but yeah, it's fine. Cool, cool, cool. But do I not have any components? I don't think I have any components though. Anyways, it goes to GitHub. Yes, it goes to GitHub. Cool. So let's just create a new release then. And I often forget how I really create a release um every time. So let's do that. I'm gonna go to package.json, or not really, but releases. Releases. No. Should I put maybe a description on how I do the releases? Let's see. So I'm gonna also helper methods. Maybe I can add a new readme steps to release .md, creating releases. Okay, so what do we do really? We start with npm run patch. No, what is it called? Packages on. Let's see. What do we do when we need to run? It's bump version. So we run bump version patch, or a new one in this case. Patch, or I don't know, patch, major, minor, or patch. Then what do? We run bump version. Once that's done, we double check it, and then we release. I don't think we do anything else, to be honest. Do we do anything else? I don't think so. When we run, or then we just run release, then that's fine as well. But I would have to check if I'm logged in with npm. So bump version does a, let's see, do we have a pre version? No, we don't have a pre version. So post version, it runs the node script of post version. Where do I have the post version script? I do have the bump version, but I don't have the post version though. Why is that? That's weird, but okay. So when I run bump version, it goes ahead, does all of that. Maybe this post version is not being used at all. We'll see. And then when we do release, it does a pre-release, which it runs change log, npm run format, fix lib, copies the readme, runs the build lib, runs the docs build, and run copy change log. Okay, cool, awesome, sounds good. Did we also add a GitHub? Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we should be good. And we also have but the SSR demo is not working anymore. We might have to deploy the SSR as well to somewhere. Maybe we could deploy to Netlify. We'll see. So then steps to release, and then we also have npm run release. And here we can also say, make sure that you are logged into npm in the terminal. via npm login. I think this is for everyone if something happens to me. So npm login, username SNIAS. If I remember it correctly, is this. Please check your email for one-time password. Okay. Gmail. Where are you? Mm-mm-mm. Updates. Mm-hmm. Have I entered the correct email? Yes. Got it. Awesome. So what is the one-time password? Blah blah blah. Cool. Then I can now run, just making sure that I have all the things ready. Blah blah blah. But I also want to run the SSR one. Can I try the SSR one before I create a release? Let's see. So I should be able to serve, build demo, build CI, build SSR, serve SSR. That's the one that I want to do. Uh, this one, run the script. Interesting. Or ng build demo. So we first need to build the demo and then we need to run the serve SSR. npm run serve SSR. What happened now? Demo server main.js. What? So we have dist demo browser only. Oh, we should have build SSR. My bad. Yes. So it runs demo server production and then it runs the, yeah, it then moves to this demo. Got you. That's why. There we go. Now we should have a server and a main.js. Cool. And now we can run serve SSR. Yay! Yay! Server side rendering. Super cool. Okay, cool. Do we do anything else into... Why does it say you are not available? What? What do you mean? Wait a second. Come again. Server SSR. UA. Oops. Command F. Command Shift F. UA not available. What do you mean by that? Aha, but that's the server side, so we don't have to worry about it. But when you do apply device, it says set device info. But that's fine, I think. You should also look into the error that it says. Let's see. Is it running on 4000 yet? Yes, it is. Manal Liaquat, what are we learning today? Just join. Manal, we are just today's stream is more about you or your projects. So if you have any projects to show off, I can double check and review those. Also your LinkedIn profile. But what I'm right now doing is that I'm creating a new version of the library ngx-device-detector, and I'm creating it because people want the Angular 16 version. So I'm working on that. So you are not available. So I'm just checking a bunch of things. Oh, I need to also build it. Let's build it. But what are you working on these days? And I can run serve SSR, go here. All right, so what is the error now? So it says window is not defined, but that makes sense. Add new component. That's fine. That's fine. We don't have to worry about this. And this would be when the window is not defined, but that's fine. Okay, so then we need to build it, and then we're gonna just serve it, and then we'll be happy ever after. We'll also deploy our server to Netlify, just to be clear. So that's also something that we'll do in a bit. So we are going to deploy our server so it's live there. npm run server SSR, ba ba ba. All right, this works fine. So let's do one thing. So we also had a deployment. Let's configure that. So netlify.com, log in with GitHub. Hello to a new layout. Okay, that sounds good. So we create a new project. Let's see. Upgrade, start for trial, add a new site. We can say deploy manually. How can we deploy manually though? Let's see. Drag and drop files, it's online. Drop a folder with your site's HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and we'll link you a that's nice. I don't want to do this though. I do want to do it from a existing project. Let's connect with GitHub. Authorize. So let's see. ngx. Do I have? No. I would have to go and configure this to allow ngx-device-detector. Let's see if I can open it. GitHub. So 1, 3. There we go. Nowadays, I'm working on Next.js and Node.js, mostly also started learning Laravel. Awesome. So you're learning a lot of things, but what is your major goal or what is your primary interest? Nope. Then I would have to, oh, okay. Then I would have to close it and go to Coda Labs, this one. And then I would branch to deploy. I would just say main. But then what I really want to do is, but does it, let's see. Deploy Node.js app to Netlify. Does it do it? Because I know they create random user session. Disable it. Thank you. Okay, so we do have Node.js. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But that's not my question. Mm-hmm. 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 You need to use the Netlify CLI. Okay. Then what would happen? Netlify init. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-huh. Okay. Hmm. Serverless. Um, my next goal is to learn and get hands-on practice in data science. I'm a little confused right now. I should pick data science or machine learning. Manal, I would say please stick to one thing, because if you learn a lot of things, you're not going to be an expert in any of those. So the point is not to learn technologies, but rather to build a lot of things, or at least that's my opinion. So definitely you can learn a lot of things, but I don't prefer that particular situation or that particular way, to be honest. Okay, main.js. So when we run serve SSR, it says main.js, and I think that's pretty much it. So when you run main.js, I think it doesn't, yeah, then it doesn't need anything. Cool. So I think that's good. Um, should we try deploying it to Node.js? We need to this show advanced functions. I agree. Functions in the docs. The only thing that I don't like about this is if I should have a serverless demo just because of the sake of the demo, should I deploy it or should I not deploy it? That's what I'm thinking right now. Maybe I should not deploy it, because if I deploy it on Netlify, then that doesn't help. And if I deploy it on Railway, then I'm going to be charged every month for this. And the deployment of serverless, or not serverless but server side rendering with this, I mean it does make sense to some point, but I'm not really sure. Let's see how to deploy Node.js app on Netlify. About the deployment of a Node.js app by checking the what? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sakib says your explanation is mind blowing. Thank you, Sakib. Jazakallah. Mm-hmm. Aha, okay. But then serverless. We are using serverless though. Mm-hmm. Ah, okay. Mm-hmm. Hmm. That's not what I want though. Should I go with should I go with railway app still? Hmm. No, I think I would rather stick with railway in this case. Alright, let's see if I can put it on railway app. But then we'll see. If I go to ngx device detector here, let's see. Mm-hmm. What was the with the sponsorship one? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyone with admin permissions can do it. So if you go to settings, funding links, uh-huh, mm-hmm, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Interesting. So this is what I have though, but a single one. But this is exactly what I do. I have a mistake in here? No, it's exactly the same. But then what is hmm. But then I don't really know though. When it says sponsor this project, it doesn't really show the name. That's interesting. Let's have a look here. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. No, I don't think there is a mistake here. But show no. So commit message. Okay, below the commit current branch, blah blah blah. Hmm. But I still don't see that button. Anyways, let's go to what we were looking at before. Or actually, let's go to the page back. And this is the issue that we are looking at. Support Angular 16. All right. So for now, I think I'm not gonna be doing a server. Ah, let's see Railway if I have enough usage. So projects usage. So far, use my project. Current usage and estimated bill is this. What I right now have 0.6. CodewithAhsan is 1.4. Sigma Memer, okay. And the vital nest, I think this is the pulse checker. So I could actually add one more to this. Let's do it. That's fine. So I'm gonna go and say, all right, get this one from configure GitHub app. Not this one, but let's do it again. Configure GitHub repository. And we got this one. We got only selected repositories, and we go with device detector. And we can do request with these permissions, authorize and request. Cool. So deploy from a GitHub repo, and then I should have ngx. No, I don't have it. Let's see. So I'm gonna go to GitHub and see if I got any notifications yet. Give me 1 second to also look into this here. I should have received a GitHub request. Trig, blah blah blah. No request though. Hmm. No, not yet. Mhm. All right, I don't see it yet. So if I refresh now here, do I get any notifications? No. Coder Labs. Let's see. Nope, still not. So then, can I still see the ngx? No, I cannot. Configure the GitHub app. Cancel request. Where would I get this request though? Let's see if I still got it. Uh, okay, I don't see it. So that means I can't deploy. All right, then the decision is we're not doing it. Manal says, I'm getting bored of doing Mern since 4 years consistently. My interest is getting stronger day by day to AI. Sounds good. I think I myself am leaning towards machine learning, but the thing is, I can't do it at the moment, though. No. Can I? Wait a second. I think I can do it from the settings, maybe. So, is it from the apps? There should be one more, though. Install GitHub apps. Email notifications. Na na na. Collaboration at Teams. Mm-hmm. Moderation options. Code review limits. Reported content. Not really. I should have received this though. Oh, the sponsor button is here. I was looking at the wrong place. But then the GitHub apps. Nope, it doesn't show it here for some reason. Probably because I'm not an admin in not an admin here. That's probably why. No, I'm not really sure. All right, then we are not doing it. So from the server side demo, let's see. I think we do have somewhere in the HTML as well that says demo. Demo. Let's move the word demo here. So Travis, Angular, change log, package JSON, live demo. Live demo is here. We have also server side demo as well, but I don't think this works. Exactly, it doesn't work. So we're gonna remove this for now. Can we do it not automatically? Then I should be able to do it. Provision. Can I help with MongoDB, MySQL? Maybe we could do a deploy a template with Node.js. Maybe we can work around this. Let's see. Fathom, blah, blah, blah. Node.js. Then I should be able to say where should we clone this repository? Uh, can I say I would say manually I would provide it or no? If I do this, then it says cancel request. So this makes it really tough to do so. If I say empty project, then how can I deploy to this? Project was created. Add service, database, empty service, template, database, empty service, empty service. Can I? This project has no deploys. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How can I upload something here? Update config, update info, view settings, delete. Hmm. No, it doesn't make sense. So then I'll just delete this guy. Delete. Delete. Alleged seashore. Thank you. All right, no SSR demo then. So readme has removed it, and also we should have. We'll figure it out when we'll figure it out. Get demo, title demo, blah 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 blah, live demo, and SSR demo. I'm gonna also comment this. And there's one thing that I also want to do. Just remember. So readme in general should also define the package version. So far the package version that we have is 5.0.1. We should go with a new version in this case, which should be 6.0.1. So it should be 6.0.0, and that should be version 6.x. What else do we need? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I think the rest of it looks good. Okay, one more thing that I could add. Let's see. That's weird. Mm-mm-mm. But it does not. Interesting. We will see. Okay, so in this case, let's just go ahead and say, if I wanted to go here, that would be if I go to Ahsan. Let's see. And there we go. I think this link is not correct. It should be Code with Ahsan. Code with Ahsan. Okay. Sponsorship. If you like the work, if you like the library and want to support, you can do it by buying me a coffee at, and here I can put it just like this. I could also have put it exactly how the GitHub repository said to do it. So what was it? SN IAS, and in here we do have the README, which has the buy me a coffee. Buy. Oh, that's the one. So in this case, let's have a look at. Okay, like my work. Okay, then it's settled. So we have this one, which is here. And we have image buymeacoffee.com, button API, text buy me a coffee, emoji, slug. I think slug is the one that we are looking at. So Muhammad SNIRs is going to be the one. And then color, blah, 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 font, blah, blah, blah. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at this. So open preview to side. There we go. This looks good. And I do want to go to the README again. Just making sure I have things under control. So sponsorship. And then we also got this. Review again. Why does it look like this? I have no clue. Okay. Sponsorship, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's because I've clicked it. Ah, okay. Got it. Anyways, so now I can actually run it. Get status. Let's do it. Git add. Let's double check what we have changed. Readme. Remove the SSR. Added the version 16. Added this. Cool, cool, cool. Steps to release. Cool, cool, cool. Error that we added but did not really want to use. So I'm gonna actually, and no other changes. I'm gonna revert this file. We don't want to change it. Then we got app module. We changed a bit of that in here, but that's fine. And then we also changed the project readme. But I think because this is copied, I don't need to change it. It is gonna be changed automatically. So we're gonna say git status, git commit, and we can say migration or feed v16. And I want to combine multiple commits into one though. So I do want to see git rebase last 3 commits. So I can do git reset soft head. No, I don't really want to do reset though. To rebase I, exactly, git rebase I, this is what I wanted. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna also say, but do I have to commit before this? Yeah, I should probably. So we have feed v16, migrate to v6, or we could also say docs v16, update docs and migrate to v16. All right, now that I have all the commits, I can say git log, and I can say after which commit. So I think it would be from this commit, right? Migration to v16. Let's see, git rebase I. So now which commits have we picked? Update docs and migration to v6. So just 2. No, that's not correct. So I would rather go with, I would still go and say git status, git log, and I would rather go with this one. Okay, git rebase I, and this, now I can see. So I could use fix up to combine those. We have pick, reword, edit, squash, fix up. So we can say fix up. Uh, so we have fix up, and then we can oops. All right, and then we have fix up, and we have pick. Looks good. And then we have escape, git log. All right, so one commit that we have, migrations to v16, and then also I can say git rebase I head. Is it git rebase I head tilde 1. Then I have this one. So I can now say edit, edit, and then I can say, was it not? I'm checking my Vim skills right now. So word, 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 word. Nope. There we go. And I could now say, what is the command? Ah, no. Go back. Ah, my Vim. Enter. And let's go to the end. Enter. And then we have to edit feed v16. Migrate to v16. Okay, we do this. We say git log. That doesn't sound good. So let's see. Git rebase I head colon 1. Oh, git log. Want to do this though. So I'm gonna say, hey, we have the no, we was reword. Use commit but edit the commit message. That's why. So migrate to v16. I said edit, that was wrong. Migrate to v16. And then also have migrated the code to v16. And then also just quit wq git log invalid line 3 migrated code to v16. You can fix this with git rebase edit to do git rebase abort. Okay, so can't I just do a reword but edit the commit message but stop for amending? Okay, so then we try to do edit. Okay, so I can now do git commit amend feed v16 migrate to v16 and updated the demo app. So if I do this, git commit amend, but then also do a dash m. Okay, now I can do git rebase, continue. Cool. Cool. And now I can quickly say git status, npm run bump version major. So now we got from 501 to 6. That's good. Then we go with npm run release. So we do have the package.json updated. We have package.json lock and the package.json inside the ngx-device-detector. So all of that is updated. Do we need anything else? Oh, we also need to update this as well. The peer dependencies would be 16.0.0 and 16.0.0. What else do we need to update apart from this? Peer dependencies. Let's see. Package log JSON, clipboard min, blah, blah, blah. deep iterator. Cool. I think all in all, it looks good. So we can go with that. So we can try to do a npm run release and see how that goes. Bismillah. Mm-hmm. So creating a lot of documentations, super nice. And then we have a version 6.0.0. Yay! And now I have the README that has been updated as well, but I should also have a change log that was updated as well. Cool, super cool. And now I can also add that git status, git commit m dash m build v6 or 16 point no 6.0.0 release, ta-da, rocket, and then we can say build 16.0.0. I think the only thing that I also would want to do is to install the latest version as well, so we can push this. So npm I save ngx device detector at latest. So the app demo actually uses that. Let's see if that changes. So package.json now should have a new version. Yay! 5.0.1 to 6.0.0. Super cool. And now I can add that, and now we can try to commit as well. Git commit release rocket. Release v16, including the demo app being updated. Git push. All right. So in this case, I think we do a git push and then we try to merge this, and I think it would automatically, or I know it would automatically deploy it. So let's go to Coder Labs, ngx-device-detector. So we do have a pull request, or we should create a pull request that should close the issue in this case. So migration to v16. And then we can go ahead with saying, hey, 276 is going to be closed. So 276, support Angular 16. Or fixes, closes 276, creating a pull request. And I think it should be good. This would not pass because of not being, I don't know, this probably would not pass, but we'll see. Because I think in master you don't really have that. But I also have to then update the actions as well. So let's see. When we run the build, I think the linting and the test should be there, but then the margin could be avoided. So maybe we can do it. Let's see, we can say git tag. I can see all the tags here. We 6.0.0 push tags. So we also push the tags as well. And then also just making sure that the tests should be working. That's not good. As of just 28, Shiba. Okay, that's not good. npm run test. Let's see. This passes. Why doesn't this pass here? Validation error. I have no clue why does this not fail. But then also this, we'll see. All right, did I change anything at all? No, I don't think so. So let's merge this, and then we can double check it as well. Can I approve my own PR? I don't think so. Then I could go this, go with this, rebase and merge, confirm, and let's have a look then now. So the code should be up to date. There we go. And then also I could go ahead and go to npm.js and ngx-device-detector, and we should have it now. So we do have the 6.x here. We also have all the dogs. We have the link here as well. Cool. We have about 100, or actually 137,000 downloads, weekly downloads. That's really good. Cool, cool, cool. Let's have a look at the actions as well, but also the issues. So I'm gonna add one more. Let's have a look at the actions. This should actually deploy everything, but it did not. No, is it red? Yeah, it is red. Let's have a look. Why does it fail though? Build here from master, and it's the same thing. It says validation error. All right, let's have a look and fix this now. uh, uh, uh. Okay, so we need to add this, but why does it work on my machine though? Hmm. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, well, I think it's fine. See if I can also make this work. Let's see if this fixes it. Status, git add, git commit, fix CI, or fix tests, or just add JS DOM manually, or install JS DOM separately. Installed JS DOM separately, as it is not shipped by just starting just 28. Push. Let's see if this fixes the issue. Request issues, and let's go to actions. Have we pushed it? Oh no, I pushed it to the wrong branch. No. That doesn't make sense. Okay, then I'll ignore it. Pull request, it would say no. I can go to main, git checkout, or we name it master so far, so git pull. This commit, git status, git push. Now we should be good. And we can also remove the branch, the new branch. So we have this one working now. We'll have a look at that. But then also, let's have a look at the branches. So we can delete those. Fix migration to v16. We can remove this. GH pages, let's keep that. Delete the merge one, delete the merge one. Memory leak and performance, something Mohsen was working on, but I'll probably open it later on. Do we have any more branches? All branches? Oh, we have a bunch, but with depend about, but that's fine. Okay, let's have a look at the actions now. So actions. Let's see if this makes it happy. How much time has it been since we have been live? About 1 hour 52. That's fine. So we can wrap it up now or in a few minutes once this is fixed. All right, now the build fails. Why does the build fail? Aha, that's why. All right, we need to upgrade the workflow. So in this one, we are using node 14. We got to go with node 18. And oh, what is the version of node that I'm using? 16.14. Let's go with 16 for now because this system uses 16. So just making sure everything that we have works fine. Git status, add, git commit, fix tests, update workflow to use v node 16. Does it say node 18 though? Wait a second. A minimum of 16.3. 16.3. Okay, let's actually look at, or maybe we should be using 18 then in that case. Let's see. But we did not update to 18. Let's say node 18. Mm-hmm. Git push. Let's see if this fails or works fine. What happened now? Aha, okay, let's see from the root project. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna go and say nvm ls. So nvm ls. You don't have nvm. Need to install nvm. Install nvm. How to install nvm? Not really on Windows, but rather here. Yeah, let's install it here. And then also I should be able to let's see. Or I need to open a new terminal. Now I can say nvm. Cool. nvm ls. Okay. nvm ls remote. So right now I could go ahead and say v 18.16.0 nvm install v18.16.0. Okay, so now I could say RMRF, node modules, and npmi. Let's see. Let's see if everything works, and if it does, then we should be able to commit and push. But I need to first check if the library works well in my machine, and also if the tests are working fine as well. Okay, so now I get the same error as before. So let's see. So we found devkit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just preset Angular. Okay. So in this case, and then what did we find with 12.2.3? Hmm. Okay, then that makes sense. So we could then go ahead and say the UUID, we are supposed to upgrade that one. Mm-hmm. Right. Or let's say npm run build SSR. So we should be able to run this one. And then, okay, we should also be able to build demo without SSR, but we should also be able to run npm serve SSR. Okay, so this works. That's good. Then we should also be able to run npm run build demo. That should put the things in the browser folder. Okay, then we can say npx http server dist demo browser, and then we should be able to work with this as well. Cool. So I think this should fix it. Git status, git add. And what did we really change? But did we not really change the package JSON in this case? Package log JSON in this case. Hmm. I'm thinking. So if I run npm I, what do I really get? Let's see. Because the package JSON has to be fixed. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Npm install save dev. We also have the package just preset Angular, and this is this one. So we do need to upgrade this as well. Let's see what becomes the primary selection for just preset Angular. And what is the current dependency situation now? Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. So now git add, git commit, fix just preset Angular dependency. We can push it. Let's see. I think this should be fixed now. Let's see. All right, let's have a look. So installing dependencies passed, which is good. All the tests are passing. Yay. And now also the build should be good as well. So right now, if I go to the site, it should say we are using Angular 1.5.2. No, which version are we using here? It says in the demo, sorry, not the regular demo. 15.0.2. But we should be able to rather now get 16 once this is deployed. Hopefully. So actions, pages and deployment. Nice. Yay. We got the page deployed. And now we are also deploying it. Reporting build status, really good. Yay. Awesome. So pages and build and deployment is good. And here we had 15.0.2 and now soon it should be 16 point something. Yay. Awesome. Look at that. Cool, cool, cool. And now we also have Travis, but it doesn't really sign in with GitHub. Authorize. But where is my build status? Should I rather? I think we should probably add GitHub build status, or I don't know. Badge. Adding a workflow status badge. Aha, okay. Then we should probably have okay, then this is the one that we want. So if I go into my code, go to readme, and then here we should have Travis. Is that the one? No. Or is it the app itself where we have it? Oh, we have it in the app. So app.html, which should be, let's see, Travis. So it should be here. But that's in the docs. This is the one. Yeah, Travis build status. So what I could rather use is this batch.svg. So we can say, hey, this is the link And if I can show that one, that would be awesome. So batch.svg here. So this should be, hey, this is Coder Labs. Uh, the repository is ngx-device-detector. Then we have the actions, workflows. Workflow file is, I think it's main.yaml. So main.yml, and then the batch. Style flat. Alt should be build status. And do we also have a text or something here? No. But the badge style shouldn't, no, this should be the badge. And this should be the link. Is it good? I think it is good. So now if I try to run npm run serve demo, let's see if I can get it. What is the script of running the serve on demo? Build demo. Serve. Doc serve, ng serve, npm run or ng serve demo. Okay, let's have a look at this. All right, so the build passing seems to be here. And if I click this, they take me here, which is good. Nice, I like it. We can also just commit this and push this to the main repository. Git status, add git commit, chore, readme, update the build passing batch to reflect GitHub actions. And we can push it. But the only problem right now would be that the build it is not exactly the same on npm, but I think it should be good. Or actually, I think it should be fine. Let's have a look at the readme. Code. Here we have build passing. Why didn't I have this in the... All right, we didn't have this in the app, but that's fine. But once I think the actions work fine, we should be able to get this into the readme as well. But we have the pull request closed and the issue closed as well. I'm also gonna send a message. Pasal Marfil and... But I think they would all have gotten the update now. Cool. Let's see. We have almost 4,000 projects using it. 3,932 projects using it. And these contact exactly match the dependence. So hog and 131 packages using it. Awesome. Cool. So we got the green, and I think if I now go to the app, yay, we got the build passing here. Super cool. And if I go to build, if I go to, sorry, that's not the one. Regular demo. This is the build not found. But this should be build passing. Awesome. So I think this is going to be it. And I should basically change this or even disable it. Can I disable it or not? Manage extensions. Disable it. Thank you. And now I can try with my real desktop app. Cool. So now I could yeah, I think that's going to be pretty much it. So we did a lot of cool stuff, about 2 hours 12 minutes of random batter, and then also the Angular upgrade that we did, the entire yeah, we did a lot of things. So what I'll do actually is, um I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to go and pray, and then later on, I'm going to be adding the rest of the videos. But awesome. Thank you so much, everyone who joined. And in the end, I would just like to say thank you for the 250 people that joined the course. And if you have not shared about the web development course already, please do. You should be able to see a lot of things in the chat. And I can also go ahead and share the link of the web dev basics course right in the chat. It's free. It's in Urdu. A lot of people like it. A lot of people appreciate it. And yeah, it's benefiting a lot of people. So that's super cool. We got 253 students now. So thank you, everyone. And yeah, make sure to remember this. And I'm gonna just go now.